Nicole is one of our, she's the very lucky person to come onto our show today, Nicole.
She's an attorney?
She is an attorney.
Okay.
Because we are being absolutely silly today. And so she's very lucky to join us today, Nicole. She has a success story. You know, Ice Squeeze has been very active in the New York and New Jersey area. And they have been arresting a lot of people, putting a lot of people in deportation. But, you know, and people think, oh my God, if I get put in deportation, that's it for me. I'm out of here. But let me say something, Squeeze. That's not necessarily true.
We found out.
Because you have rights in court. There are laws that protect you, despite Donald Trump, despite what ICE may do on the street. And when you have good attorneys protecting you, even in a deportation hearing, good things can happen. We have Nicole with us. She's one of our fantastic attorneys. Hello!
Hello, Nicole. How are you?
Welcome to this circus we have today.
Thanks for brightening up the show.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
So, Nicole, you want to tell us about what happened with your client? And then we have her on the phone. And I know she's changing her name because she doesn't want anyone to know who she is. But this is a real client who you represented, who may have even heard us on our show, who I'll let you tell the story, but basically came to us with an order of deportation. She had a warrant for her arrest to get out of the country, right?
Wow.
That's correct. So we're calling her Lisa today. She had been in deportation proceedings back in the 1990s. And at that time, it's my understanding she had applied for something called asylum when somebody has a fear of return to their home country. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to prove her case in court, and the judge ordered her deported. Now, in that time, she has a daughter here who turned 21 and is a U.S. citizen, and her daughter filed for her. And based on that, we requested that the Department of Homeland Security join us in a motion to reopen her deportation case, which they did.
And had this not happened, ICE would have literally come and knocked on her door, and the next time she saw sunlight would have been in Jamaica, where she's from.
That's right.
Okay.
So how did that happen? We used the approval notice that we received from the daughter's I-130, basically establishing that she is the mother of a U.S. citizen who's over 21. And we submitted a full green card application containing also her biographic documentation and documentation regarding her old deportation order. And we submitted this request to the Department of Homeland Security to review, to show that she is now eligible to become a green card holder if the case is reopened. And the Department of Homeland Security reviewed our request, agreed with us, and based on that, we submitted the package to the immigration court, and the immigration court already reopened her case and has already scheduled her for a date to come back in.
Wonderful. So let's find this client. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing okay.
Squeeze has some
Wonderful, Lisa.
questions for you, Lisa.
Wonderful, Lisa. Let me ask you something. Do you feel free?
Yes, I've been Nicole in my life. Yes.
Now, what kind of anxiety you had when you came to Nicole? I have my own questions. I never followed the script.
As a matter of fact, I came to Brad. I met Brad many years ago. And I've have anxiety back and forth. I know Brad for many years now because I've been here since the 90s.
Okay.
And he recommended me to Nicole, and it's the best thing he has ever done.
Okay. And why is that?
She's a godsend.
Why is that?
She just explained the whole situation just now with everything is just the way she said it. She's a godsend.
Let me ask you a question. How did you came here from Jamaica? How did you end up getting ordered deported? What happened?
Because I was taking advantage of for this program that's called political asylum, which is not eligible for my country. And basically lost a lot of money.
So someone scammed you. Someone scammed you into going for political asylum, which is not eligible for Jamaica.
Well, you are, but
Right.
she had no claim.
She had no claim for it, right.
Certainly, she didn't have a fear of returning home because of a social group that there are people from Jamaica who get asylum. She just didn't qualify because she had no story to why she needed to go
warrant
back.
that.
To warrant filing political asylum.
Right.
So this woman obviously took her money, filed it. Everything got denied. You know, Lisa thought things were in the works, and all that's going in the works is she's going down the tubes.
Right.
Next thing she knows, she's ordered deported. Now, luckily, nobody came and knocked on her door. You know, she had this order of deportation right now with this orange dude in the White House, she's looking at a lot of trouble. They would literally deport her.
Right.
So she came to us, and Nicole was able to lift the warrant, reopen her case. And now, where are you at in life now? Tell us how life is.
Way better. I feel a little, not little. My anxiety is very low. I know Nicole is a God-sent person in my life, and I know God is going to work it out. You know, so anybody that's listening in Radio Land need to get in touch with Brad and Nicole. Just ask for Nicole when you go to the Brad. When you go to the Brad,
just ask for the Nicole.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you sharing your story.
And this is not about just saying it on the radio because I'm on the radio. This is for real.
It is for real.
Yes.
It is for real. What we wanted to do is explain to people that they shouldn't hide.
Right.
Or that they should feel all hope is lost. Even in a situation where this woman was ordered deported, she was literally hiding in the shadows for over a decade, finally came to us, and we resolved it for her, and now she can live her life here for the rest of her life. And we congratulate you, and I'm glad that we were able to help.
Thank you. Thank you. Nicole is a godsend.
She is. She is.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, Nicole, you see this all the time, right? So, you know, now with people who have orders of deportation now, I think it's a little harder now to reopen cases than it was even a year ago or 2 years ago. But that doesn't mean you should run. I'd like you to comment.
No, not at all. I mean, look, if you're in the situation where you have a removal order or a deportation order, that's already there against you. So would you rather sit there and do nothing or try to move forward with your life and give yourself a chance at protection? Now, in Lisa's case, this request was joined in last month in December. Even in this new administration, we were able to get the Department of Homeland Security to agree with us.
Say that again, because that's very important. This was just reopened under the Trump administration. We are still helping people, even with this guy in the White House.
That's right.
Very good.
So there's a chance, and it comes down to, you know, documenting the file properly, having the proper cooperation with the Department of Homeland Security, basically knowing what you're doing.
Exactly. Not filing stupid political asylum applications for people. It is so important. The quality of the lawyer that you choose is just as important as the facts that are in your case. And for people to say, oh, I can do this on my own, or, oh, do I need a lawyer, or, you know what, I'm going to go find whatever the cheapest lawyer I can find on the street corner somewhere, or I'm going to go to the lady on the corner who fills out some forms. It's your life. Look at Lisa. She went to the lady on the corner who filled out forms. She got ordered deported. May not be even living in the United States of America right now.
True.
I don't, you know, when people say it's not important to have a good, I don't know what time or in what situation you're looking at, but right now, it is so important to have a good lawyer on your side. And Nicole, you're a good lawyer, and I appreciate your time coming on.
I really appreciate it,
My pleasure.
Nicole.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.